There's a space between the words we never say, where your presence slowly takes my breath away. Not in thunder, not in skies that fall apart, but in the quiet way you hold my heart. I've been lost in the louder kinds of love before, chasing echoes that would fade behind closed doors. But you stayed when there was nothing left to prove. In the stillness I found truth in you. It doesn't shout, it doesn't break, it lingers in each breath we take. Love speaks in silent ways, in the pauses, in the space, in the warmth your shadow brings, in the calm beneath my skin. No need for promises out loud, no need to stand above the crowd. If it's real, it softly stays. Love speaks in silent ways. You don't fill the dark with words you don't believe. You just sit beside the weight that lives in me. And somehow in that quiet I can breathe, like you hear the parts I couldn't speak. Every glance a language of its own, every touch feels like I'm finally home. Not a fire that flickers into dust, but a steady light I've learned to trust. It doesn't rush, it doesn't chase, it finds its time, it finds its place. Love speaks in silent ways, through the nights and through the days, in the way you never leave, in the faith you give to me. No need for perfect lines to say, no need to force what wants to stay. If it's true, it won't betray. Love speaks in silent ways. And if the world turns cold and gray, if all the colors drift away, I'll find you in the in-between, in every quiet unseen scene. No grand design, no shining light, just you and me against the night. And even when no words remain, your silence calls me back again. Love speaks in silent ways, in the tears we hide away, in the hands that gently stay. When the light begins to fade, no need for voices to be raised, no need for endless displays. If it's deep, it never sways. Love speaks in silent ways. So let the world keep words it says. We're living truths that softly stay. No sound could ever quite convey how love speaks in silent ways. waves, not in storms but in quiet days, where words grow thin and hearts retreat, and silence speaks what we won't repeat. I've held on to what slipped through hands, tried to fix what I don't understand, but every scar, every truth so deep taught me love is what we choose to keep. Not every fire is meant to stay. Some burn out, some fade away, but in the ashes, soft and weak, we find the ones we're meant to keep. Love is what we choose to keep, when it's fragile, when it's weak. Not the moments shining bright, but the ones that stay and fight through the doubt and through the fall. When we have no strength at all, it's the quiet, steady beat. Love is what we choose to keep. You never promised a perfect view, just a heart that would stay true through the weight of all we hide, through the tears we keep inside. And I've learned in your gentle ways, love don't leave when it breaks. It bends, it aches, but still it speaks in the things we choose to keep. Not every dream is meant to last. Some are shadows of the past, but in the dark our souls will see the kind of love we dare to keep. Love is what we choose to keep, in the silence and the deep. Not in words we try to say, but the ones that never fade. Through the distance, through the pain, when there's nothing left to gain, it's the truth we cannot cheat. Love is what we choose to keep. And if one day we lose our way, if time steals all we couldn't say, will you still reach out for me in the space between memories? No perfect lines, no grand design, just your broken heart and mine. Still choosing, even incomplete, still choosing what we choose to keep. Love is what we choose to keep, when it's barely holding me, when the light is hard to find and the world turns cold and blind. Through the years that make us weak, through the words we couldn't speak, it's the promise buried deep. Love is what we choose to keep. Not in forever, not in dreams, but in the truth of what it means. Through every loss, through every break, love is the choice we always make. We didn't start like a story meant to last, just two quiet souls holding on to the past, carrying pieces we never let go, hidden in smiles we don't always show. There were nights I almost walked away, afraid of words I couldn't say, but something in you chose to stay, like light that doesn't need a reason. It's not easy, this fragile trust, but somehow it's enough for us. The weight and wonder of us is how we break but never lose touch. Through every silence, every scar, we still remember who we are. No perfect lines, no flawless view, just all the real we've been through. If love is more than just because, it's the weight and wonder of us. You saw the worst I tried to hide, the rest the storms I keep inside, and still you stayed without a fight, like you could see my fate in light. I've known a love that disappears, fading fast with passing years, but you remain through all my fears, like time itself stands still beside me. It's not magic, it's not a dream, just something honest in between. The weight and wonder of us is every tear that builds our trust. Through every question left undone, we find our way back to one. No grand design, no need to rush, just quiet hearts that choose to trust. If love is staying through the dust, it's the weight and wonder of us. Oh, oh. And maybe we were never meant to be untouched, to be unbent, but every crack we couldn't hide became the place where love survives. So if the road begins to bend and we don't know what waits ahead, just take my hand, don't let it go. We've come too far to lose what we know. The weight and wonder of us lives in the pain that shaped our trust, in every fall, in every rise, in all the truth behind our eyes. No need for more, no need to run. We are enough, we've always been one. If love is chosen even when it's hard, then we are exactly who we are. Not light, not easy, not untouched, but real, and that is more than enough. The weight and wonder of us. You taught my heart its purpose. I was drifting through the days without a name, carrying a soul that never felt the same. Every road I took just led me back to blue, till every broken part of me found you. You didn't speak in promises too loud, didn't try to pull me from the crowd. You simply stayed like quiet morning light, and made the darkness lose its fight. It wasn't sudden, it wasn't loud, but somehow you pulled me out. You taught my heart its purpose in ways I can't explain. Not through perfect moments, but through healing all my pain. In your arms I found a reason to believe in something true. I was lost before I knew it, till my heart belonged to you. I used to think that love was meant to burn, a fleeting fire with nothing left to learn. But she showed me how it softly stays, like steady light through endless days. You see the scars I tried so hard to hide, yet you never turned your eyes aside. And every flaw you held me close, like I was worth the love you chose. No need for words we overuse, your silence leaves me nothing to lose. You taught my heart its purpose, not in what we say, but in every quiet moment. You refused to walk away. Through the storms and all the questions, you remained so deeply true. I was searching for a meaning, then my heart was led to you. And if the world forgets our name and time erases all we've made, I'll still remember how you stayed when I was fragile, when I was afraid. No grand design, no perfect view, just something honest, something true. A love that breathes in every scar and finds its way, no matter how far. You taught my heart its purpose in the simplest of ways, through every silent healing, through the nights and empty days. Now every beat is meaning, every breath feels like the truth. I don't need forever promised, I just need this life with you. So if I fade into the unknown blue, let my last breath whisper you the reason I finally understood what love is meant to do. You taught my heart its purpose. There was a time I held my heart too tight, afraid to lose what I could never keep. I built my walls out of quiet goodbyes and learned to hide in the shadows of me. Every touch felt like a borrowed flame, every word like it would disappear. Love was a place I could never remain, just something distant, never truly here. But you came in like a softer air, no sudden storm, just a patient care. And I found you where love learns to breathe, in the silence between you and me. Oh, no need to run, no need to hide. You stayed right here, right by my side. You never asked me to be unbroken, never demanded a perfect soul. You listened more than words unspoken, and made the fractured pieces whole. I used to feel what love could take, what it might leave when it walks away. But in your eyes I feel it stay, like something time can't wash away. No rushing waves, no desperate plea, just steady hands reaching for me. I found you, a love learns to breathe, in every pause and every need, where tears can fall without a sound and still feel safe, still feel found. No heavy chains, no silent screams, just quiet nights and fragile dreams. And in your arms I can finally be a heart that's learning how to breathe. And if the night grows cold and long, if every light feels almost gone, you'll be the warmth I'm holding to, the only truth that still feels true. No perfect lines, no grand design, just your hand slowly holding mine. And in that moment I believe this is where love was meant to be. Here with you, the love learns to breathe through every doubt inside of me. No need for more, no need to prove, just all the ways we choose to move. Through every fear we don't repeat, through every wound we gently keep. And in the space so wild, so free, your love is teaching mine to breathe. Not loud, not rushed, not meant to leave, just soft enough to let me breathe. Where love learns to breathe. then faded at the door. Promises that shimmered then broke apart, leaving quiet fractures in my heart. I thought love was something you had to chase, a fleeting fire you could not replace. But every flame I tried to hold too tight, it turned into ashes in the night. And you came without a sound, no need to lift me off the ground. Just stayed and let your presence speak. This is what love truly feels like. Not a storm, but steady light. Not a rush that disappears, but something soft that stays for years. It's in the calm I never knew, the silent way I trust in you. No need to run, no need to hide, just being yours feels right. You don't fill the silence just to ease the space. You let me breathe, you give me grace. No perfect lines, no grand display, just honest truth in what you say. And when my shadows start to rise, you don't turn away your eyes. You hold the parts I try to hide and keep them safe right by your side. It's not in words we try to prove, it's deeper in the way we move. Slow, like time is ours to keep. This is what love truly feels like, a quiet home, a gentle light. Not something fragile bound to break, but every breath we choose to take, it's in your arms I understand. No need for more than where we stand. No fear of losing what is real. This is what love truly feels. And if the world begins to change and nothing ever stays the same, I won't be scared of what may come, 'cause in your heart I found my home. No need for perfect, we won't pretend. Through every fall we learn, we mend. And even in our darkest nights, your presence feels like morning light. This is what love truly feels like. Not just a spark, but endless light. Not just a dream that slips away, but something choosing us each day. In every tear, in every smile, in every moment worth the while. If this is all we ever find, then I have known love in its truest light. No noise, no rush, no grand disguise, just truth that lives behind your eyes. And in your heart I finally see what love was always meant to be. We don't speak the way we used to anymore. Just quiet glances drifting through the door, like fragile echoes hanging in the air of words we lost but still feel somewhere. I see the tight shadow in your eyes, a silent storm you're trying hard to hide. And I don't ask 'cause I already know some pain is safer left alone. We're not the same, but we're still here, through every doubt, through every fear. If holding on is love enough, then I will stay when it gets rough. No need for promises we can't renew. Just let my broken heart hold you. We don't need answers, we don't need to run. We're still two souls who haven't come undone. If all we have is us, and it's tough, then holding on is love enough. There was a time we burned like endless light. Now we just glow soft in the night. No grand illusions left to chase or find, just something real and undefined. Your hand still fits the way it did before, like it remembers what it's reaching for. And even when the silence feels too much, there's truth inside your touch. We bend, we break, but don't let go. There's more in us than we can show. If holding on is love enough, then I will stay through every cut, through every tear we couldn't explain, through every quiet kind of pain. No perfect ending, no storybook, just hearts too deep to overlook. If we're still breathing, still in love, then holding on is love enough. And maybe love was never meant to always feel like innocence. Maybe it's choosing not to leave when all that's left is to believe. No shining light, no easy way, just waking up and choosing to stay through every scar we're dreaming of. A softer kind of feel is love. If holding on is love enough, then let it be, though it is rough. Through fading light and fragile days, through all the slow and silent breaks. No need for saving, no need to prove, just every inch of me with you. If time can take but not erase us, then holding on will still embrace us. So if you're lost, I'll stay right here, through every doubt, through every fear. No matter what we're made of now, I'll love you still. I'll show you how. If all we are is airs of love, the kind that shouts then disappears enough. I carried echoes of what broke before, half open heart, half closed door. Then you arrived without a sound, no need to lift me off the ground. You simply stayed, and in your grace I found a calm I couldn't replace. Not a spark that fades into the blue, but something slow, something true, the quiet truth of loving you lives in the things we never prove, in every pause and every state, and how you never turn away. No perfect lines, no grand display, just honest hearts that choose to stay. If love is real, then this is you, the quiet truth of loving you. I used to chase what burned too fast, mistaken flames for something that would last. But every fire left scars in me, till you rewrote what love could be. You never asked me to be whole, you saw the cracks inside my soul, and with your hand so warm and kind, you held the pieces I couldn't find. Not a storm that comes and goes away, but something that remains and stays. The quiet truth of loving you is in the peace you lead me to, in silent nights, in gentle light, in knowing we don't have to fight. No borrowed dreams, no wounds to heal. If love is soft, then this is you, the quiet truth of loving you. And if the world begins to break and all we have starts to shake, I won't need reasons to hold on with you. I've known no fairy tale, no shining view, just something deeply, purely true. Through every doubt, through every scar, you are my home, just as you are. The quiet truth of loving you is all the simple things we do, in every breath, in every pause, in loving you without a cause. No need for time to justify, no fear of where or when or why. If this is all I ever knew, I'd still choose this, I'd still choose you. Just silence, warm and breaking through. The quiet truth, so deep, so true, is every moment loving you. saw the cracks beneath your quiet smile, the way your eyes would drift for miles, like something heavy lived inside, a war you never spoke, just tried to hide. And I could've walked away that night, saved my heart, escaped the fight, but something in me chose to stay, even when the light began to fade. 'Cause love is not the easy part, it's holding on to breaking hearts, it's standing still in pouring rain when every step screams run away. Love means staying when it hurts, when silence echoes louder than words, when tears fall down and hope feels gone, but you still choose to carry on. It's not the spark, it's not the flame, it's every scar that knows your name. Through every doubt, through every lie, love stays, it doesn't say goodbye. There were nights we barely spoke at all, two shadows on a fragile wall, your trembling hands, your distant stare, like I was close but you weren't there. And every piece of me felt torn between the now and who you were before, but I held on to what was true. The broken parts still led to you. 'Cause love is more than what we feel, it's choosing what is raw and real, it's standing firm when faith is thin, and fighting wars we cannot win. Love means staying when it hurts, when every memory slowly burns, when hearts grow tired and souls feel weak, but still it's you I choose to keep. It's not the calm, it's not the peace, it's every storm that won't release. Through every fall, through every cry, love stays, it doesn't say goodbye. And maybe we're not meant to shine like perfect stars in perfect time, but love was never meant that way. It's in the choice we make to stay, through shattered dreams and endless nights, through losing hope and losing fights. If all we have is this one truth, I'll stay as long as there is you. Love means staying when it breaks, when every breath is hard to take, when all that's left is fragile faith, still holding on in empty space. It's not the end, it's not the start, it's every beat of a wounded heart. Through every fear we can't deny, love stays, it never walks away. This time, so if you fall, I'll take the pain, if you get lost, I'll call your name. 'Cause love is more than feeling right, it's staying even when it hurts inside. used to measure love in fragile lines, and whispered vows and borrowed lullabies. thought forever lived in what we'd say, but words kept drifting, slowly washed away. I held on tight to promises we made, like they could keep the trembling heart from break. But every echo faded out too soon, leaving silence louder than the truth. And you came in without a sound, no need to lift me off the ground. You simply stayed when I fell through, and that was all I ever knew. More than words, it's you, and everything you quietly do, and every moment you remain. Through all my loss, through all my pain, no need for lines we can't live through, no borrowed dreams we try to prove. If love is something deep and true, more than words, it's you. You never tried to paint a perfect sky, no silver lining hiding every lie. You showed me storms can still be kind, when someone stays and doesn't hide. Your love's not loud, it doesn't need a stage, no shining lights, no scripted page, just honest hands that hold me still. Through every doubt I never will, and in your eyes I found a place where time slows down, where hearts feel safe. No grand design, no point of view, just quiet love that pulls me through. More than words, it's you, in every breath that feels like truth, in every tear you never fear, in every time you choose to be here. No need for more than what we are, no distant dreams, no falling stars. If love is real in all we do, more than words, it's you. Enough if it's with you. More than words, it's you, and every quiet breaking through, and every scar you help me mend, and every start that didn't end. No perfect phrase could ever do to hold the weight of loving you. If this is all I ever prove, more than words, it's you. So let the silence say it all. Through every rise, through every fall, no need for words to make it true. My only truth has always been